Hi, my name is David Siegel. I'm a chef, a registered dietitian, and I work for the city of New York as a public health nutritionist. I know right now we're spending a lot of time at home. It can be harder to get a healthy and delicious meal or snack in, so I want to show you something that I love, which is delicious, healthy, and really simple to make. Today, I'm gonna take some chickpeas, which you can get dry and you can cook, or can make it much easier and get chickpeas from a can. And we're gonna roast them to make crispy chickpeas, crispy roasted chickpeas. So I've got some chickpeas that from a can that I drained, and I'm gonna toss them with some oil and some spices, and then throw them in the oven. Come and take a look. All right, so I've got my drained chickpeas. I'm gonna add them to a mixing bowl. And then I'm gonna put in about a tablespoon of oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil. You could also use any other olive oil or vegetable oil that you have. So I'm just gonna do like kind of a healthy tablespoon. See, I did a little extra there. You don't want them to be too oily, but definitely need enough if you wanna get them nice and crispy. And then I'm gonna season these. You can really kind of decide your own seasoning. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna do a couple twists of black pepper. And then I always like to do these with a little bit of spice. So I'm gonna use my half teaspoon here to do some chili powder. I don't have much left of cumin, so I'm just gonna kind of dump in the cumin I have. That's about a quarter of a tablespoon or teaspoon. And then a spice I really like to use is smoked paprika. Adds like a nice smoky flavor. You can use a regular paprika if you have that, or this is certainly not essential. I like the flavor it gives. And so I'm gonna just kind of toss these around, give them a stir. I really wanna coat all the chickpeas in oil and get everything coated in those spices. And the key with these is we wanna get them nice and crisp. So in addition to coating them with oil and seasoning them, we wanna get them on a tray in a nice hot oven. So I've got my oven preheated to about 400 degrees. My oven isn't super accurate, but I've got it around 400 degrees. And I'm gonna add my chickpeas to a tray. And then this is a really important step here. I'm gonna spread them out. I wanna make sure they're in a nice single layer and then they're not crowded. And that's really the key to getting them nice and crisp. It's making sure they're not too crowded. Otherwise they'll just steam each other and they won't be able to get that nice crisp browning on the outside that we're going for, that nice texture. So now that I've got them nice and spread out, I'm gonna put these in the oven, that preheated oven, and I'm gonna give them about 15 minutes in the oven before I check to see how they're doing. If they're not crisp enough, I'll put them back in for a couple minutes, but I'm gonna set a 15-minute timer just to make sure I don't forget about them. See you in a little later. All right, the chickpeas are out of the oven. I checked them at 15 minutes and I thought they needed a little bit more time. They weren't quite crisp enough yet, so I did another 5 minutes on the timer. So it was 20 minutes at about 400 degrees to get them nice and crisp. And what I love about these is that they're healthy, but they're also crisp and flavorful and delicious. Chickpeas are packed with protein, which helps you grow. They're packed with fiber, which is really good for digestive health, really good to pack your diet with fiber. Most Americans are not getting as much as they need to stay healthy. And chickpeas are a great way to do that. They've also got lots of great nutrients in them to keep us healthy, keep our immune system strong, which we know is really important in times like this. So, I like to enjoy these as a snack. You can pair them with a few other ingredients. Here I've just got some like veggies chopped up. You can also make these chickpeas part of a meal. They're really good to put on top of a salad. They add a lot of like crunch and flavor to a salad. They also add texture to a cooked dish. I really like putting them on tacos or on a sandwich. Doesn't sound like, you know, it's not totally intuitive, but that's something that I really enjoy doing with them. And really they're very versatile as a condiment as well as a snack on their own. So next time you grab a can of chickpeas, go for it, roast them, and see how it goes for you. Thanks a lot.